This is the 7 phases of change, part 5. We're in the maintenance phase now. So maintenance is after we have already done some form of action to accomplish our change. This is typically characterized by about 6 months of a successful change. So, for example, like if you're going to change your diet, this is 6 months of effective diet change. Or as I like to say, lifestyle change, because diets really aren't all that effective. In this phase, we're typically prone to a relapse. If you're running with the diet example, right? Somebody at work throws a donut on your desk. Are you going to eat it or toss it in the trash can? It's comes down to, you know, are you, how motivated are you? How in the zone have you changed, really? On average, about 3 to 5 years before a change is really considered permanent. This is why it sometimes relapse is prone, because we kind of have to go through and find all of those little potholes along the way that we still need to change before the change is really complete. So how do we help somebody in this maintenance phase? Well, one of the main ways is always reattaching that person to the why. The why is that long-term motivation that gets us through those difficult points. Willpower is fantastic. Willpower can be increased, but it is a finite resource. To replenish that willpower, we need that why, something greater than yourself. We call it beyond identity. For example, these guys, right? Motivation for me to eat better, to exercise, all of those wonderful things that we should be doing anyway, but we can get caught up in our day-to-day routines. Instead of doing a lot of video games, do something that produces income, for example. So these guys are my extra why. Being able to spend a longer lifetime with my wife, traveling the world, all of these things. The more you can connect to that, the more motivation underlying you have, which then generates the willpower and the forward momentum to push through it. And the other is just helping them guide them through that process, because we're all going to stumble, we're all going to fail, but that's how we learn as humans. So being able to have somebody standing behind you and say, here's what you can do to make it better. This is what you're doing good. This is not what you're doing good. Finding that either a long distance mentor or that person, the coach that can stand with you to help you get through it. So all of these things together will get us through the maintenance phase. And in part 6, we'll talk about the next one. If you guys have any questions, send me a message. If you're interested in coaching too, let me know. And here's my Bridget. Hi, we're getting ready for bed. Yeah.